So you're gonna cut out this part that we're talking.
Yes.
So
unless you say something interesting.
Did you know that bees, when they are near the nest and an intruder comes by, they will not use their stingers, but instead they will surround the intruder in a ball of bees and breathe methane on them until the intruder dies from suffocation and from heat. That way the bees keep their stingers, they stay alive, and they can continue to defend the nest.
I'm gonna leave that in.
Okay!
Welcome back, everyone. Now you know more about bees.
Just a little bit.
Ow! Fuck! Fucking thing hit me and confused me. Fuck!
What am I thinking of? What world is there confusion? Pokemon, right?
What game is there confusion?
No, use their confusion. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. That is an attack in Pokemon, yes.
Yes, it is. You know, I never cared for the abilities in Pokemon that would grant effects like increase attack or decrease speed or something like that.
Right.
I
you
always
just want damage.
Yeah, I just always gave my monster straight damage because when you get into a fight and someone wastes a round using their like a special move, then it's like, oh, good, I get to do one extra round of damage and you don't, you know?
Meanwhile, if you play competitively, it's a different story.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I never fought a lot of players playing Pokemon. Although when I was in elementary school, we did have like a gang of people that would always bring their Game Boy Colors, and we would bring link cables, and we would try to trade Pokemon or battle. And I remember we set up a day where we're like, okay, we're gonna bring in all the Pokemons that have to be traded through trading, and we're gonna trade each other those Pokemon and then trade them back, right? And then one fucking kid, he got the Pokemon.
Do you know what it was? Was it Gengar? Was it Alakazam?
It was
Machamp or Golem?
It was a Golem. He got a Golem from Graveler, I think.
Yeah.
And he got the Golem, right? And he's like, okay, now let's trade back Pokemon. And he's like, no. And then he pulled the link cable out, and they're like, what the fuck, man? And then his parent came in and picked him up, and then like he never brought his Game Boy Color again ever. Like he fucking stole this kid's Pokemon.
Oh fuck! What did he trade it for?
Well, he traded it for something that he could catch in his game. So
it wasn't anything like special.
Well, because you know how like the games were like you could only catch certain kinds of Pokemon in one game and certain kinds of Pokemon in the other. So he traded him something that he could easily catch in his own game that wasn't in the other guy's game. So he got something, but I feel like he got the shit end of the deal, you know? And he just fucked off. Like he never brought his color again.
Did people continue to be his friend?
Not our circle, no. But he obviously had friends in his own like grade or his own circle, you know? But I was just like, yo, this kid's a fucking dick, you know? Oh, and I remember I was having a Yu-Gi-Oh duel with another kid, and I used Monster Reborn to reborn his Blue Eyes White Dragon onto my side of the field, and this kid was like, you know, half my age or whatever, and I'm like, okay, so now I get to use your card on my field, and he's like, no, it's my card, and I'm like, it's just for the game. He's like, no, my card, and then he literally took all his cards off the deck and he just left, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, you don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess.
He's probably paranoid, like that kid who took the Golem. He's worried that you're gonna steal his card.
No, but like, that had nothing to do with the Golem. He had nothing to do with it.
No, I'm saying similar to, like, you know, that kid wasn't careful and he lost his Golem.
I guess.
Gotta be careful who you trust when you're trading your Pokemans and your Yu-Gi-Mans and all that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta know you can't trust anyone in this world. That's what's wrong with this country. You can't trade Pokemon or cards without having to fear for your life.
Or your Pokemon.
Yeah, that shit.
Well, it might as well be your life, right? Which fucking way is the door?
Well, I know where to go. I want to beat the shit out of these things because I want that XP.
Right.
I want that sweet ass XP, brah.
Yeah. You want to get a third pair of pants to go over your pants.
Yes. That's exactly it.
So, there was another kid.
Yeah.
He brought a... Okay, so during the summer and the spring, we would go outside, right? Because it was nice outside, and they're like, we could go outside, right? So we would always try to find the shade, the areas with shade, so we could play our Game Boy Colors, right? Because we couldn't play in the sun because we couldn't see because of the lens flare, right? Yeah. So remember this one kid, he came in with like a light, right? Like a light that you use at night, and he used it, and it helped him to like look at his screen or whatever, right? So we're all like hovering over this kid in the sun because there was no shade at that time of the day. We're all hovering over this kid because he's playing the video games, and he stops and he like turns his head and he sees all of us and he's like, guys, what is it? And they're like, oh, we're just watching. And he's like, well, stop watching, you're freaking me out. And we all just kind of like looked at each other, and then we backed away from him. But like at the same time, there was like this kind of discussion, this silent discussion where it's like, dude, we should take this fucking light and use it to play our video games. But it never came to. Never came to.
Oh my goodness.
I was part of a pretty bad crowd. In elementary
just
school.
imagining you in a gang is just.
Yeah, I was part of a.
It's just funny.
I was part of a pretty bad crowd.
You were a fucking gangster.
I was. We were hustling the other Yu-Gi-Oh player.
That's why that kid didn't fucking trust you. You know what? I'm on that kid's side now. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh god. Oh boy, I'm trying to. Oh god, those after-school days in elementary school were really interesting. I think they call it latchkey now, or maybe public schools call it latchkey.
What the fuck is latchkey?
It's after school basically, but I didn't know it was called latchkey until I worked at a school for polls, and then they had classes going on while there was voting, and this teacher or whatever, he's just like, all right, latchkey starting in 15 minutes. I'm like, I turn to the nearest person, I'm like, what's latchkey? And they're like, oh, you know, it's like they watch the kids after the class is over. And I'm like, after school? And they're like, no, it's called latchkey now. I'm like, well, I called it after school because it's after school. And then they're like, well, it's called latchkey because they latch.
Well, it's called latchkey, and you're an idiot.
And I was just like, whatever. All right, fine. I still think it should be called after school because it's after school, but whatever.
You can't always have your way, Jason.
No, apparently I can't.
All right. And here we are. Okay, I just need a green card. Attack cards are more effective. Striking deals. All right, let's do this one. Why the fuck?
Let's do this.
Oh wait, I think this. Oh, this might not be the door I think it is.
Ooh, what is this?
No one here either. There's nothing but heartless in this castle.
Was he not already in this room?
No.
It's literally nothing. Voice!
What?
I know you're watching, so explain this. Where are the people from my memories?
Do you want to see them?
Well, why did I just ask? Of course I do.
But you cast them aside! For a fucking bedroom!
What?
You tried to the outside world and you passed through the door to darkness!
Yeah.
You tried using a raft! That was fucking stupid!
Hey, it wasn't just my idea. Other people thought it was a good idea.
That's your defense. That's your defense.
It wasn't just my idea.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just my stupid idea.
Yeah, it was Sora's idea and Kyrie's idea. You know,
Behind you! You left family, friends, home, everything, all in pursuit of darkness!
Listen, we had a great cause, but I cast that aside too. I'm a changed teenager.
And what do you have to show for it?
A really banging bedroom. That's what I gotta show for it.
First you home, then the dark. Your heart only knows how to cast away.
Just how I'm gonna cast away on that raft.
It's empty. Like that room!
No, that room is bitchin'.
Like your memories! That's why you don't meet anyone! This is starting to hurt my voice.
Yeah, you should probably tone it down.
Your heart is hollow, except for the residual darkness.
Residual.
Residual.
You're wrong, just like that word. I rejected the darkness.
Ha ha ha. Did you really now reject the residual darkness?
The residual darkness. Yeah, I did. Fucking you with the words.
I made a mistake. I had a brain fart. I thought that was the boss battle. It wasn't the boss battle. The next one's the boss battle.
I thought it's always the heartless room. That's the
no, I believe this is the only world that has the traditional 3 keys. Because after this, every world is just the kingdom key.
Oh.
And the boss is in there, and then you're done with the world.
Interesting. So it's only one specific world?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean one specific room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These things are annoying because of their height. Oh yeah, I could have.
Now who's not thinking?
I won the fight.
Yeah, I guess you did. Congratulations.
Take this.
Oh, plus, you know, I don't have elixirs and stuff, so so it's not like I can get them back.
Ah, that is very true. You are right. You are right. But it's not a boss battle. Unless, of course, Riku is the exception and that he will get his cards back even if you do use them in the
No.
No?
No, they're gone.
Oh, okay. Alright, never mind then. I take that back. So, Riku can run out of cards if you keep using slights then.
Yes. I actually, I didn't bring this up in Sora's campaign, but one thing I do know is that there is a Pluto friend card, and it only appears when Sora loses all his cards. And what I think Pluto does is it brings all your cards back.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, that's, as you would expect, it's pretty rare.
Right.
Like, to be in that situation.
Right.
Okay, let me see.
I don't think it was in the Game Boy Advance, though.
Did you ever run out of cards?
Yes.
Like, all your cards?
Yes.
Oh. Well, maybe.
And I literally couldn't do anything. I was just kind of like running around and nothing was happening.
So, boss time. Weren't you doing the voice?
I knew you would return.
I thought you were like the old crow.
Oh, right.
I knew you would return, Riku! Maleficent, you're alive? You haven't been paying attention. I am but a figment of your memory. Of all the people I could run into, it had to be you. But I still got my bitching bet. But of course, after all, your heart is steeped in darkness. Darkness, oh! You can only see those who exist in that same darkness.
You know, if you want a drinking game that kills you, which you should not do, but like set a trap for your enemies, I guess. Have them watch this. Have them watch this this playthrough, and every time they say darkness, take a shot.
Yep. Be grateful you have someone to keep you company. Your heart is empty. Were it not for the darkness it contains, you would be completely alone.
Your toe has been tickling my leg.
Sorry,
for
I
the
have
past...
an antsy toe. Maybe you should scoot to the side.
No!
That's sounding pretty good right about now.
I need to be centered.
Come now! You once turned to me to sate your hunger for darkness. You want me here. Who but I can grant you the darkness you long for? There was a time I did not want you around.
There was a time I did want you around.
There was a time I did want you around. I surrendered my heart to the darkness.
You know, replace dark with the word penis.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
Go ahead.
There was a time.
Wait, same for darkness, right?
Yeah.
But do you want me to say penisness or
No,
do you want...
no, just
Okay. There was a time I did want you around. I surrendered my heart to the penis. But never again. You and your penis have nothing to offer. And all I did was lose myself. Empty myself. I'm finished with all that. If I'm stuck seeing people like you, people of the penis, I'll take you out one by one. Then you mustn't forget to destroy yourself last. For like me, you are one of the penis.
I feel like I'm that Gazorpazorp species from Rick and Morty. Is like, the one of the penis.
That's fine with me. I turned to penis because my heart was weak. I hate that weakness. It's like I'm my own enemy. And seeing people like you embrace the penis just makes it worse. Enough talk, Maleficent.
So you hate the penis enough to fight it? Oh, the agony you must feel. Then let me end your pain, Riku. End it forever. With the wondrous power of penis! Ooh, dragon.
Yep. So, there's really nothing special with this fight. Just keep wailing on
Yeah,
her.
but-
Watch out for the fire.
Opening up a campaign with the first enemy being a dragon? That's pretty cool. No? I think it's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty neat, but it's her enemy card I'm more interested in. Ow! Ow! She used Tail Whip.
Tail whip.
Whoop! 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 Ow! 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 Ow!
And now you're getting cooked.
The hitbox is weird.
Listen. Got this, buddy.
Oh, wait.
Make a card.
Woo! Oh, I forgot. That sucks. Nope, cancel that attack.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, so I guess just constantly reload to get that 9 to cancel out her attacks, but I was a little cocky at the beginning. Oh, fuck.
Good dodge, good dodge.
Okay, come on, 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 just die, just die. Oh, God. Okay, enough with the... Oh.
Good job.
All right, there we go.
That was close.
Yeah. I just kept wailing on her, but really the best way to do that is to just keep reloading to get that 9 and just break her attacks over and over again. That's the non-cocky way of doing it. But you know, all that talk about penis had made me want to be cocky.
I literally can't even right now. Oh my god. You saw an opportunity and you took it. Mm-hmm. Ooh, you need help. And you won't find it there. You won't find it there.
Will I find it anywhere?
I mean, go in the next room, maybe it's a save point. What was that?
Oh, no, that was noise, and we'll continue this next time on Dynamite Bros.
Alright, bye everybody. Penis!